So we all have ideas of who we are. A lot of times they revolve around the roles we play. A wife, a husband, a partner, a parent, whatever your job title is. And then we even weave more of a story that defines ourselves as a good wife, a great husband, a bad partner, a so-so employee, a amazing business owner. They're concepts. They are made up stories about our personality, our persona, our role. And in reality, who we really are, our divine self, our true nature, our essence is pure love, pure consciousness, so much more than the role we are playing. But we are spiritual beings having a human experience. We just get so identified with the who we think we are on this form earthly plane. And we forget our true nature. And that can cause problems for us. So I want to share a story of where I was so entrenched in who I thought I was and could not see in that domain of my life. I had no glimpse of my true nature for a long, long time until I did. So I used to believe that I was a bad daughter. And at times I felt like I was a terrible daughter. In spite of what my best friends told me, in spite of what therapists I'd worked with told me, and in spite of what my own mother told me, I couldn't see beyond who I thought I was, a bad daughter, until the day that it all looked different. So I decided, it just occurred to me, seemingly out of nowhere, that I would do an experiment, and I would just pretend for 1 week that what my mother said about me, that not only was I a good daughter, that I was the best thing that ever happened to her. What if I just tried that on? What if I just decided that her truth, her personal truth, her experience of me had some truth in it? So I didn't really do anything. I didn't have mantras or affirmations or lists of special things that I was going to go do for my mother. I don't think I really did anything. And within 48 hours, something just shifted. It was like the bad daughter persona it literally just disappeared. And I started getting glimpses into how much more I was than this role of a daughter. And for me, I kind of had to start with this good enough daughter. It was almost like a stair step. I don't think it always has to be like that. But I was really able to see that, oh yeah, I was a good enough daughter. And that just started opening up so much more, where I would have moments of being with my mother where I really experienced this depth of pure unconditional love. I'd be in her kitchen washing the dishes, and there wouldn't be resentment like there used to be. I would be in this Zen-like wax on, wax off state of, and by the way, I hate washing dishes. So I'd be washing her dishes, and over the bar countertop, I could see the top of her head, her curly gray hair. And I would just feel this immeasurable gratitude that I was there being with her and caring for her. And that's where I started to get glimpses and a taste of who I really am. Pure love, pure consciousness, made of the divine, God living through me, as me, in relationship with my mother. So, why do I tell you this story? Can you just possibly think of a similar situation where there's a relationship that's sticky and that maybe you don't feel so good about yourself? Can you just maybe play with the idea that there's something more at play? There's part of you there. It's not part of you, that who you really are is unconditional love, and that it is very possible to try that on, to show up in just a brief moment with other people, with people that you love, with anyone that you have kind of a sticky relationship with. Try it on and see what happens. Honestly, it was life-changing for me. I still show up as a human daughter who gets impatient with her mom when I end up having to repeat something 3 times because of my mom's significant hearing loss. And then we just drop into this state of we're one. We love one another. And even without words, I have compassion for that snarky little impatient me. And I just look at her and I see the unconditional love that's there as who she is. So I hope you create your own little experiment, and do please share with me. Let me know if it makes a big difference for you like it did for me.